From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's McCarthy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And for Aaron Rodgers, that last throw, a big one. He goes over 60,000 passing yards for his great career, something only 8 others have done before. A very cool moment, and congratulations to him on what has been an exceptional career.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
26. They'll go again with Hall. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd down and 1.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Now Rodgers. To Allen on the dump-off. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
630. Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On play action, McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's down the field for Jefferson.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rodgers now to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This 2nd and 4. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Throwing is McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Let's go.
2nd and 9. He's going to use his legs here.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Vikings add 6 to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Hey, 88.
Here's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Down the right sideline.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost him.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
To the air again, McCarthy. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Jones will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here?
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, third and goal.
Here's McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On play action, Rodgers.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Allen. is in. Touchdown, Jets. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Up the middle, Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Looking to throw.
McCarthy. He gets it to Addison.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Back to throw.
McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking to throw.
McCarthy. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Left side, Cook. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On play action, now Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mo Alley Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll get in, although there is a flag down. But if it's offsides, this is going to stand. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
To the air with McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking to throw McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now McCarthy.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
26.
Here's Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Get 300. Get 300.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's first down. Now Rodgers. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Rodgers.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 3 and 19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Get 300. Get 300. 259.
Back to throw, Rodgers. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
That's a nice job.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now Rodgers, a free play. And Allen's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's McCarthy. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, McCarthy.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives...
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Now Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Throwing is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And he's gotten to the stage of his career where Justin Jefferson is the type of receiver that doesn't matter what the coverage is, quarterbacks are going to throw him the football, and he picks up a first down there. When he's on the field, he makes a strong case as the best receiver in the NFL because he knows how to get open no matter how many people are around him.
91 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here's 3rd and 9.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500.